Okay, hello everybody. Good
Hello.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Diana Toro. I am an English teacher at WOW University, and I'm also the coordinator of the radio program WOW Speaks English. With me today, we have the radio members who are my co-host today in the program, and I'm going to introduce each of them. First of all, I'm going to silence everybody's microphone, and I'm only going to activate the microphones of the conductors while they are speaking. There are going to be some parts when we're going to ask questions to the audience. And during that time, I'm going to activate, or you are going to be able to activate your own microphone. So before I introduce our team members, I want to introduce our topic. Our topic today is quarantine activities for your mental health. We know that all of us, or we know that everyone is having to stay at home and having to find things to do. Some people have already run out of ideas, and we want to give you more ideas, more options, very creative things to do at home so that you stay sane and that you have actually a very good time staying at home, having a different experience. So I want to introduce the first team member. His name is JJ or Juan Jose. Juan Jose, we have 31 participants in our radio show today. So I first would like each of the members to introduce themselves. Say who you are, what do you study, what semester are you in, and what do you do in the program. JJ, I'm going to activate your camera, your microphone. There you go.
Okay, so my name is Juan Jose Holguín. I study filmmaking and digital communication. I'm in first semester, and in the program, I'm a host. I in team one that is called the Magic Team, and I usually do the Instagram stuff like the social media. So hi.
Thank you, JJ. We call him JJ. His name is Juan Jose. And we have our next team member, who is Valeria.
Hey, my name is Valeria. I also study film and digital communication, but I'm on 5th semester. Hi.
All right, thank you very much. We continue with Valerie.
Hi, I'm Valerie for fun, and I study social communications and journalism. I'm in 7th semester, and this is my second semester with OWOW Speaks English.
Okay, thank you so much. And we have Estefania.
Hi, my name is Estefania. You can call me Steph if you want. I'm in 4th semester of social communication. This is my second semester here in WOW Speaks English, and I'm from Team 1, and I tend to do the script for every program.
Okay, thank you very much, Steph. And we also have Andres.
Hello, my name is Andres. I'm also studying filmmaking and digital communication. I'm on 5th semester here at the program. I'm my first time, and I'm also a magician. So there's that.
Fantastic, thank you so much. And we also have, I'm not sure, Sebastian. Sebastian, hello.
Hello. Yes.
So tell us a little bit
I am
about
Sebastian. I'm in first semester of social communication and journalism. And today's my first program, so let's enjoy it.
Fantastic. Okay, so everybody, we're going to start with the program. If you have questions, you are welcome to raise your hand. You can find the option to raise your hand on the participants area or if you click on top of your name and you click on más, it says also the option to raise your hand. If not, you can write any questions that you have during the program to the chat or in the chat. Okay, guys, so Andres, Estefania, Valeria, Valerie, Sebastian, and JJ, tell us, what are we going to talk about today?
So, as the title of this program, we're going to talk about quarantine activities for your mental health. Are those activities that it's going to make you have a good time and fun in this time that you can go out. You know that when you're like close, when you have to stay too much time in a place, you start like to be stressed out, like you don't know what to do, and you're like really really bored, and maybe you're wasting your time and trying to look for a productive activity or a fun activity to do while you're in the quarantine. So that's the topic for today.
Okay, so JJ, what would be our first activity, the first recommendation that we want to share with the audience?
So the first recommendation is the training apps for that person that are like fit persons and like sports and to work out and yeah, and have a healthy activity to do. So we have some training apps. We have to start with an app that is free. It's called Nike Training App. It helps you to reach your fitness goal, with the expertly designed workouts for class Nike Master trainers. So it depends. It lets you like choose what part of your body you want to train, and it gives you like specific routines and specific activities you do for that. So it is one, and the app provides you free workouts for everything, for body weight only sessions, and biogating yoga classes, for because if you want yoga, it's also a good option to work out. And also, it gives you like, if you have the equipment to do exercise, you also can put it like choose an option for that, and it gives you like the full equipment trainings and for all the fitness levels. So if you're a beginner, if you're advanced, or whatever you are, it let you like register and choose your proper workout routine. So that's good. You can find it on www.nike.com/NTC line. I don't remember how to say it, the John app. So that's one of the apps you can go. It's a website, so you can go and download it. So you can have a fitness activity to do.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. So let's ask some of our listeners. Guys, do any of you exercise at home? Do any of you work out? Let's ask this question to, for example, to Carlos Sevilla. Hello, Carlos.
Hello.
Do you exercise at home?
So.
What kind of activities or what exercises, what application do you use to exercise?
Oh.
No. Do you watch videos in YouTube, or do you have a routine? What tools do you use to exercise?
Videos.
Videos. Okay, very good. Any other person in the video conference exercise at home?
Michael Barona.
Michael, hello.
How are you?
Very good, and you?
Fine.
So Michael, what apps or how do you exercise at home?
Well, I have my own routine. so I do my exercise. With that, also I have an app, and I go to a SmartFit gym, and SmartFit has an app
Awesome. Very good. How often do you exercise?
all day.
Every day.
Yeah, well, every day.
Every day. Okay, thank you so much. So, Steph, can you continue with another activity that we can share with our listeners?
Well, Netflix is like the main thing that you can do when you're at home. You can watch a lot of series, and I have one recommendation. I already told you about this, but that one is The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez. I don't know if any of you have already watched it. I don't know. So it's really cool. I mean, I'm a person with like a really good sense of justice. I don't know. And this series is just like, oh my God, I feel so powerless, but I think it's really cool because it makes you like get conscious about a lot of situations, especially with kids that we sometimes like pass above them. So I don't know, yes, that one. The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez, it's really cool and it's really interesting. So I recommend you to watch it. That one.
Okay, so does
I don't know if anyone.
guys, have any of you, has any of you watched this series? The Trials of, what is the name in English? The Trials of Gabriel Hernandez.
Gabriel Fernandez.
Fernandez. Gabriel Fernandez. Okay.
It's very sad.
It's very sad. Why, Diego?
No. The children has many problems. And how do you say abusos?
Abuse?
Abuse for the mom and the father. Okay, no father, sino
The boyfriend.
How do you say padrastro? The boyfriend, the mom. Yes. It's
The
very sad.
stepfather?
Okay.
So this series is definitely for someone with a strong stomach, someone that is not very sensitive or that could get affected or influenced by this kind of series. I would like to hear from everybody. So please, in the chat, write what is your favorite program in Netflix, or what is your favorite movie? Because sometimes we go to Netflix, for example, me, I go and I look and I cannot find anything that catches my attention. So please take a minute and write in the chat, what is your favorite program or your favorite series or your favorite movie that we can find in Netflix?
I don't know if anyone has seen this show, but I started this quarantine. I'm already in like season 3, and I love it. It's called Brooklyn 99.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's the best.
One of my favorites.
Yeah. If you want to have fun, because it is like a kind of sitcom, but with a lot of comedy.
Exactly.
And it's like police stuff, so it's really cool. It teaches you a lot of things while it's like making you laugh a lot. So if you want to see it, it is called Precinto Brooklyn 99. It's on Netflix and it has like 7 seasons, I guess. So
right now the sixth season just got uploaded, so I'm looking forward. But this guy, Jake Peralta, is the funniest guy on earth.
Yeah, it is cool.
So is it like a comedy?
Yeah, it's
like a police comedy.
In a little, with a little bit of sitcom, but yeah, it's really cool.
So if you don't like sad things like the one of Gabriel, you can watch this.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you want to see to watch a series that is like comedy but with deep sense like of humanity and with ethics and things like that, and what happened next when you die, you can see The Good Place. The Good Place is a really, really, really good series that you can see. It's really short, and it teaches you what happens when you die, and it like put on the table a situation that if you were a good person or if you were a bad person, you go to one place or to another. So that's why the series is called The Good Place, because it's the place where the good people goes. So it's really cool. You have to watch it.
Yeah, I also like that show a lot.
Yes, and ultimately, I think it's a show that, you know, gives you a little bit of faith in humanity, and that people can ultimately be good, and that there's nothing that, you know, makes you a bad person, that you can always improve upon yourself.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So now that we're talking to Valerie, could you please tell us another activity that we can do during our quarantine? Remember to activate your microphone. There you go.
Yes. For me, I'm a bit of a bookworm. I like books a lot. So for me, I have been reading a lot this past 2 weeks. So I'm gonna tell you like a couple of places you can go where you can read free books. One is called Find Books from libraries, from universities, in all kinds of topics. It's
Vale, can you repeat that again? Because I don't know, if I hear you cutting, like I hear you with some interference. So say that again. And try to not move so much because we have a lot of
can you hear me better?
Noise. Yes, much better. There.
Okay. The Internet Archive is a page online where you just have to subscribe or sign in by email, and it gives you different options of like libraries of universities or big libraries, and that one's pretty good, as well as a page called Project Gutenberg. That one's the Internet Archive, and you can search there. It has, like you can see, it has books as well as videos, and it has a lot of books, free books. Another one is Project Gutenberg. It's also
how do you spell it, Vale?
Project, and then
here we got it. I found it.
Yes.
Okay.
That one as well, you can search up different books. And the last one that people don't really know is Google eBooks, that they offer free books in both English and Spanish if you're interested. So that one's one of them. It has, well, I don't think that one's it. It's from Google. And you can, they have options to buy, but also free books. And let me, yes, that one's it.
Google Books.
Yes.
Okay. Vale, could you please share with us some titles of books that you're reading?
Yes. Well, I can share like maybe one. I read pretty much anything, so I'm gonna share like one title of like each genre that I may have read. So one that's one of my favorite in horror is Carrie from Stephen King, and it follows the story of a girl who's an outcast and finds out that she has telekinetic powers, meaning she can move things with her mind. And it's one of my favorite from Stephen King. And there's also a movie, if you like, that there's a new version and an old version. Maybe another one from romance of books, and maybe you like that a bit more, is One Day by David Nicholas. That it also has an adaptation in movies, and it follows the story of, it's kind of a couple. They never become a couple, but it's the story of a young man and woman throughout like 50 years, and you see them interact in different ages, and it's one of my favorites as well. And lastly, a bit like sci-fi, that it's a bit my favorite type of books. One of my favorites is called, here I have the summary. I like 1984. Probably a lot of you have heard it, from George Orwell, that it follows, it's kind of a dystopian society, and it follows the life of a Wilson Smith, a member of the party, as they call it, and it's a society where everything's controlled by like the government that's called Big Brother. So yeah, those are about like maybe good books that you can read if you like to read.
Okay, great. So I would like to ask our participants, do you like to read? Please answer in the chat yes or no. And please tell us, what is your favorite book? It could be a book that you're reading in English or in Spanish or in another language. For example, Valentina Soto. Valentina, yes. Hello.
Hello.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite book is Narnia. The saga.
Perfect.
Yeah, very interesting.
What is the book about?
My English is very bad.
It's okay. Is it a science fiction book? Is it a drama?
Fantasy.
How often do you read? Every day? Twice a week?
3 times in the week.
3 times in the week. Very good. And how long do you read? 1 hour, 30 minutes?
It depends of the day. 30 minutes or sometimes the capítulo.
Chapter?
Chapter is very, wow.
Very long.
Long, no, it's very interesting and 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, great. Any other person that likes to read? What books do you like to read? Do you like a drama? Do you like novels? Do you like science fiction? I see that Juan Niño says no, he doesn't like to read. Diego Fernando Valencia says, I prefer documentaries. All right, that's another good option. Maria Fernanda Sandoval says she prefers documentaries too. Maria Fernanda, can you recommend a very interesting documentary that we could see?
Hello. Yes. I watch different documents on Netflix about the space. I don't know, I like these topics.
There is a documentary right now, it's called Cosmos.
Yes, I like this document. In this moment, I watch this documentary. the cosmos. It's astronomic, the astronomic course.
Very interesting. Very good. Sofia Reyes, hello.
Hello.
Sophie, when do you read? In the morning, in the afternoon, at night?
My time is free.
In your free time.
Yes.
Okay, and where do you like to read? In the living room, in the bedroom, in the balcony?
In the studio.
In the studio. Okay. And do you read on weekends, during the week?
The weekend.
On the weekend. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Natalia Sanchez, hello.
Hello.
Natalia.
Tell me.
When do you usually read?
I usually read at the night.
At night. Okay.
But I have favorite book. It's Many Lives and Many Whys. And it's about reincarnation. So it's interesting for me.
Very nice. Excellent. And who is the writer of this book?
Brian Lewis.
Brian Lewis. Is the book in English or in Spanish?
No, it's in Spanish.
It's in Spanish. All right. Thank you so much. So let's continue with Andres Rivero. Andres, another activity that we can do during quarantine.
Well, at least in my case, I have used this time in order to practice and get better at magic, and that's something that everyone can do. The internet is full of videos, tutorials, books about magic, and this is like a really fun activity to practice and to show other persons, in your family or whoever is in your house. Mainly because it's something that probably they have never seen before, and it can spark something different out of their routine of being here on quarantine.
Okay.
So I will say that.
And if we want to learn magic, how can we start? Is there a website, an app, a video that you would recommend?
Yes. Well, I will recommend you to start at the same place I did. That was a YouTube channel called, it's in Spanish, but still, magiagratis.com.
Can you repeat that again?
Aprender magia gratis. It's a YouTube channel. It has a lot of videos and all free. And it's great. I'll show you a picture. Our card tricks or ring tricks, paper tricks, every live objects you can use every. So you don't need to go to a paper store and buy a deck of cards. You can use whatever is in your house. Yeah, exactly that one.
Excellent. That is very interesting.
Yeah, that's where I started. If you want to know, that's where I started practicing magic.
Okay. Do any of the participants know how to do a magic trick? Magic with cards?
Or have you seen a magic trick?
Do you want to do a magic trick right now, Andres?
I don't know if I can.
If you want,
maybe, but
prepare and we'll come back to you if you want.
Okay, sure.
Yes? Okay, all right.
Yes.
Thank you, Andres. Anything else to add to that?
You what?
Anything else that you wanted to say?
Yeah, if you like are really into practicing and get better at magic, you need to practice a lot. And again, it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard, but I think it's worth it because the reactions you get on people, they're just amazing. You know, it's something really nice and really fun to do.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Let's continue with Sebastian. Sebastian, what are your recommendations? What activities can we do during quarantine?
Well, as well as working out our bodies, we should work out our brain. One of the best way to do it is to learn a new language. So we know that going abroad, go to another country, helps a lot to learn a language. It isn't a must. We can actually take up language learning being at home, right? So here are some apps that can help us to achieve this goal. First of all, Duolingo, Babbel, and ABA. These apps offer the possibility of learning the basics of a wide range of languages. They usually teach the basics, you know, like you learn to say hello, to interact with other people. Moving on to the next one. Another characteristic of these ones is that they usually teach you by translating from the user's native tongue. You know, they translate. If you try to learn English, they will translate it from Spanish. And the next one, we've got Cake, which is only for learn English. It's quite similar to the ones that I mentioned before.
What's the name?
This one is a little bit more interactive. Cake.
Cake?
Like a cake. Yeah.
All right. Is that the website just like that? Cake?
Offers more interactive material. Yeah, it's Cake, but I don't know if there's a website. I saw the app. I don't really know.
All right. Okay, here. Learn English in an app store. Very good.
Yeah. That's the one. So this one is quite similar to the ones that I mentioned before, but this one is a little bit more interactive. It gives you the opportunity to learn idioms, learn English through music, you know, like you're writing the lyrics, you're learning grammar, listening, working out all your ways to learn English. It gives you the chance of configure your English level. So you can start from a beginner level and moving on to intermediate and advanced. The next one is lyrics training. I've tried it myself. I liked it. It's the one for the ones who love music. It offers a wide range of languages as well. And it enables its users to improve their listening and grammar by writing their favorite song lyrics while listening to them. So, as well as Cake, it gives you the chance to change your level. If you're a beginner, they will give you a whole sentence, maybe one or two missing words, easy words, to start, you know, getting used to the app, getting used to English, or the language that you're learning, Italian, French, German, even Spanish, for Anglo people, you know. And let's finish with Flipboard. This is only for English as well. And it's ideal for someone searching for more advanced material. It offers articles, news, and it's really nice because it asks you to choose your interest when signing up. So you can make up your configuration, your app. If you like sports, if you like science, if you like astronomy, as you mentioned before. And yeah, that's it. It's a really good way to pass this quarantine and to, you know, spend time.
Okay, so I'd like to take this opportunity to ask everyone that is listening, what apps do you use to practice English from home? or what method or how do you practice English outside of the classroom? You can activate your microphone and you can share your ideas. Let's see. So teacher Hector, would you like to choose somebody to participate?
Okay. I would think that maybe Mr. Lopez can share one app that you use to practice on the computer or your cell phone. Do you use any application online to practice English?
Normally is the Duolingo.
Uh-huh. Do you like it? Do you like Duolingo?
Yes, it's easy. No, not bad.
Okay, thank you. It's very friendly, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Me.
Okay, Valentina.
I practice in the app named House Party app. It's very cool. You can practice English and video conference with your family or friends. And in the app, you can play. Yes. You can play in the app, play in English.
Is this like Facebook where you connect with other people?
More or less. Is like a Zoom.
Okay, for video conference.
Yeah, but
it has games.
Más para friends, family.
Interesting. Thank you so much for that recommendation. Okay.
I want to.
Yes.
I want to. Okay. So I usually use 2 apps on my cell phone to practice English or another languages. I use EWA, it is spelled like EWA. So that's an app to improve your English, or even if you want to practice or even learn English. It's an unusual app because it puts you some videos from series or from movies, and it puts I don't know, a sentence with a daily sentence or a daily word the Americans use, so you can learn it. And then it asks you like, what was the word, or how to use this word in this sentence. So it's really cool. And also it sends you like notifications like, hey, I don't know, maybe Iron Man write you a message, and you start to chat, and you have to pick the sentence you think is correct with the context of the conversation. So Iron Man can say you like, hey, I'm free, do you want to hang out? You have to answer with the option they give you. So it's really cool, and I recommend you. And the second one is Tandem, is Tandem, Tandem. This is really cool because you can connect with any person worldwide. So it's really cool. You can say like, you can, I don't know, like put all the languages you're interested to learn, and it gives you like recommendation. Yes, that one. It gives you recommendation of people that want to learn your native language, or even the language you know. So it's really cool. And you can like add that people, chat with them, even make video calls. So it's really, really cool. I actually have a friend from Brazil that I meet on this app, so it's really cool. I recommend it too.
Very good. Thank you so much. So we're going to give the last tip, but while we're doing that, I would like you to write in the chat, what activities do you do at home during your quarantine? Have you been maybe organizing your house, cleaning, watching movies, sleeping, talking to your family? Give me a list in general in the chat. What is your routine in this moment? And what do you do? Or what is something that you're doing to pass time now that we have to be at home 24 hours a day? So please write it in the chat. And I don't know, Valeria, do you have a last recommendation?
Yeah, well, basically, speaking of mental health, we just wanted to remind you guys that you have to remember that, you know, being isolated, it's not cool, but that it's not a punishment, because we do know that it can like awaken some anxiety on a lot of people, you know, being in their homes at all times and just watching at a screen. As Diana said, creating habits is really good. And I think in general, just doing things that you enjoy doing so you can stay happy and positive. And we also wanted to remind you guys that it's really important that you stay, you know, interacting with other people so you don't feel alone or you don't feel lonely. And that's about that. We wanted to also remind you that there are a lot of helplines that the government has. And you can, you know, call. There's one called like Línea 160, and it was basically made so if you're ever feeling, you know, lonely or just really tired of everything, you have someone that you can call and talk to, so you don't feel as lonely. And you know, for everyone who's in a situation of abuse or violence in their home and they don't feel safe, there's also a space called Casa Matria, and you can call them, you can text them, and you can go there to be, you know, safe and well. And that's about it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Valeria. I'd like to invite everyone to follow our radio program account in Instagram. So please take your cell phone, go to Instagram, and look for WOW Speaks English. In this way, you are going to be informed of the different programs that we're going to have each week. Every time, this is a new way that we're making the programs because we're not in the university, so we had to become creative and find a way to make our programs. So you are invited to watch us every Wednesday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. If you are in class because you have class with teacher Hector, you're welcome to watch the recording of the programs after your class. We're going to be posting them in the Instagram account, and we're also going to be sending emails with the video recordings, maybe to the Moodle announcement. So I'm going to write right now the Instagram account. The Instagram account is WOW Speaks English. That is it. You can follow us. Additionally, every week we post the words of the week. So this is another way for you to learn new vocabulary. We post the word and we post also the definition of the word. So before we leave, I would like to hear some of your answers. I know you wrote them in the chat, but I would like to hear them so that you have a chance to speak. So for example, Jose V, please, can you please tell us what do you do in your free time during this quarantine?
I do calisthenics. It's a sport. Okay. I read a book. I watch series in English with the subtitles.
Excellent. That is an excellent way to continue learning English. Thank you, Jose. Natalia, tell us, what do you do in quarantine?
Me?
Natalia Sanchez.
Okay. Sorry. I clean my room, and the afternoon I play with my family, parties or any other game, and I watch series or movies.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot. Juan Niño, what do you do in your free time?
Like LOL.
Play LOL. What is LOL?
League of Legends.
Video games.
You
It's
do
a
remember we talked about it last
Yes,
semester?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
League of Legends.
League of Legends. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Sergio and Jose and Juan David Soto also played this video game, but you must do other things. So Sergio MD, tell me, what other things do you do? Is Sergio there? Okay, what about Juan David Soto?
I play LOL and I play chess and I like watch series, movies, and listen music.
Okay, great, awesome. And that is all the participation that we have. Okay, everybody, it was a pleasure to have you. We will be sending you this video recording we'll be sending this to your teachers, and teachers will be posting this into the Moodle announcements. Teacher Rocio, Hector, any other recommendation or any other comment that you would like to make before we finish?
No, guys, thank you so much for participating. We'll be waiting for you every single Wednesday at 3:30. Just remember that you can interact by chat or speaking directly with the radio conductor, but what is important to keep practicing your English, okay? Thank you so much for your participation.
Guys,
I will
also,
be
before
giving
you
the
leave,
punctuation. Mm-hmm.
before you leave, I saw in the comments that someone said that I think was a girl. She hasn't Netflix.
She doesn't have.
I want to give you a recommendation. So she doesn't have. Yeah, she doesn't have Netflix. So I want to give you a recommendation about what you can do when you don't have Netflix. So if you're that kind of person that is like really social and you make friends and things like that, and you want to hang out but you can't, you can change your plans and say like, hey, we can watch Netflix together. So I want to recommend you Rave. It's like, if you spell it like RAVE. So there you can like play videos from Netflix, from YouTube, from Drive, from any other platforms, and you can watch it. So one of you that has Netflix can create a party there and invite their friends. Yeah, great. So you don't have to have Netflix to watch it. Someone is going to like put the account. Yeah, it's like he or she gives his account, and the other ones can just watch it. And it's cool because you can put all the videos you want. And if you want to watch an entire season, you can do it together. So, and it's cool because you can chat, and also you have an option that it's called I don't remember, but you can like talk. Also, like you can comment. I don't know if something happens in the video, you can say like, "Hey, that was cool," and then you can turn off your microphone. So it's really cool. I recommend it.
Cool, thank you so much. Another thing that I would like to recommend is a website called Pelis Plus or Pelis Plus. in this website, you can watch movies and series that have been posted in Netflix sometimes, and you can filter by the year that they were launched or by the genre. If you, for example, open a really recent one, it may not be in HD format yet. So if you're looking for a 2020 movie, it may not be in high definition yet. But if you look for movies that are 2019 and before, if you click on it and it appears to play in high definition, you should have no problem watching it. You don't have to download the movie. You can just watch it there in the computer, or if you have a smart TV, you can just go into the browser in the smart TV and watch the movie. That's the way that I watch some of the movies that are not in Netflix yet. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for...
clase. Ahora sigo la tercera, que es pensamiento sistémico.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much
much for
for
having come, guys.
participating, and have an excellent day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Let's go to Hangouts, guys, please.
Bye.
Okay.
Hector, if you want, you can stay here with your group.
Yes, because I don't have a link. This is
Yes,
the link
yes,
of my
yes.
class? This is okay. Okay, guys, stay here.
Stay here. The Wow Speaks
Yeah.
English guys can get out, and Hector, I am going to give you the host.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
gonna
that's
make you
why.
host.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Very much.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much for your contribution, guys. Very good.